this just leads to the fact that we are a growing, thriving church. We are on the up. We are becoming Atlanta's new favorite place to praise. And I received a call. About a week or so ago from the office, from the headquarters of the NAACP, and they asked me. They said, "Do you have any? We're bringing our illustrious president to Atlanta. We're in a voting season, and do you have, or rather, we want to bring him to some prominent churches in the city." And I said, "Okay." I'm thinking, they want me to make a call or introduce him to somebody. We want to get him in front of, some hopping churches so that he can really get his message to the masses. And I said, well, I'm thinking, who do I know I could call? And they said, "Is your church available?" I said, y'all want influential, prominent churches? I said, we ain't never been to influential church until now. I said, so yes, he can come. And so I am so excited today. They have been at 4 services already today. They ought to be able to leave here and lay hands on the sick and watch them recover. They've been in church all day. He and his amazing team, and they have another engagement even after this that they have to go to. But they stopped by 1663 Bouldercrest to see the 4 o'clock service. Dr. Zena, Pastor Zena, we honor you, but would you all help me? I want to honor his time. Would you all help me celebrate the illustrious president of the NAACP, President Derek Johnson, as he comes to greet us at this time? Can we give God great praise for him?
Pastor, I want you all to know that Dr. Pierre and Trevon Williams, who's over our communications VP, we selected here because I follow your pastor on Instagram. And listening to the message, I believe it was about a week ago, you talked about being careful who you put in your pulpit. Because pastors outside of the pulpit, you don't want them praying on your members. Did I get that right? I was hit by that because there are far too many people, whether they're in the pulpit or in civil rights, that are playing with the people and not leading the people. Because a leader understands that when you are having a congregation that you are in front of, that you are an example. And if you put people in front of you, that you are presenting someone who also should set an example of what God intends for us to be. And what you all have in this growing church is a true leader. Now, I do want to say, when I got up, I felt a little underdressed because the brother can dress too. I am Derek Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP, the nation's oldest civil rights organization. And I'm standing here understanding that the institution of the NAACP stand on the foundation of the institution of the black church. But for the black church and our faith traditions and our willing to put out faith when all hope had died. That our job is to make possible what other people think it is impossible. And in this state of Georgia, you have proven that you can make it possible. Now, we are nonpartisan. We don't tell you who to vote for. We don't even tell you how to vote, but we say we need you to vote. Because in a democracy, our vote is our currency. And if we deposit our currency collectively, we get the government we purchase. But if we don't show up, we get the government that's not in our interest. And so they said in 2020 that it wasn't possible that black folks would turn out to elect the first U.S. senator who happened to be black out of Georgia. You proved them wrong. They said it wasn't possible that you would turn back out for a runoff election because black folks don't turn out. You proved them wrong. In 2008, they said that President Obama stood a snowball chance in hell to win, and that hell would freeze over. Well, the devil freezing down in hell because he got elected. So I'm only here to make an appeal because I'm looking out here in all of this energy. I know y'all voted already, right? Y'all already voted. But now it's time to do some mission work and go get others in your house and in your community to get them to the poll. Because white supremacy don't sleep. Now, in my faith tradition, I grew up in a Baptist church. We made a little noise. Y'all make some good noise up in here. I walked in, Trevon said, y'all ain't ready for this bump. And I walked in, I got the bumping. But I want to ask you that we got to bump to the polls on Tuesday. We got to make sure we show up. We got to make sure we show out. We got to make sure we make what others think is impossible possible, because we are the difference to ensure that that demonic white supremacy don't cause harm to our community. Final point. Final point. This will not be my last time visiting you. It will not be my last time. Because the energy and the youthfulness that I see in here is something that we all should be energized and be blessed by. So I will continue to follow you and listen to your word, and I congratulate you for taking over this church, because that's about legacy. That's about a praying household. And proof is in the pudding. God bless you, and thank you for the opportunity. On Tuesday, what we gonna do? We're gonna vote. Peace and power.
I ain't never took a picture with the president before. Y'all forgive me. Can we celebrate President Derrick Johnson one more time? Come on, let's give God praise for him.